Hi there, I've been growing Infusoria at home, and today I'd like to introduce the uninitiated to the fascinating world of Rotifers. And as far as those who've already made an acquaintance with these fascinating little animals are concerned, I'd like to provide some eye and brain candy. Rotifers, which are placed under phylum Rotifera, kingdom Metazoa, in the grand taxonomic scheme of things, are basically microscopic animals, and I hope the following explanation and video footage will enthrall you. Right then, moving on very quickly, I think knowing what goes where in Rotifer anatomy is a good thing as far as the wholesome appreciation of the video footage that follows later is concerned. So if you would look at the label micrograph above, you'd be able to notice several prominent anatomical features. There's something labeled cilium, plural cilia, and cilia consist of hair-like projections in tufts, and these beat around. There's also a mouth which is not very clear. There's a structure labeled the corona, which is the head of the rotifer. There's an organ called the mastax, which is involved in the grinding up of food, basically. Then there is the gut, or the digestive system, which ends in an anus. And there is a locomotory appendage called the foot, with terminal projections called toes. So if you keep this in mind, you'll be able to look out for them later in the video. The micrograph you see above and those that will follow are both at the highest magnification my microscope is capable of, and this also happens to be the same magnification the video footage that follows later has been shot at. So what you see above is a micrograph that illustrates cilia and the corona. This micrograph illustrates several more anatomical features. The pseudocele is the false body cavity. There is an organ called the mastax made up of 4 elements, 2 inner elements collectively called the insi, and 2 outer elements collectively called the malii, which all grind food by working in concert. There's also a protonephridium, which is a tubular thread-like structure which works like a kidney does in vertebrates, and you can also notice that the stomach has been labelled. And this micrograph illustrates the foot and the toe. Time for video footage then. That's locomotion using the foot. Just caught a bacterium there. And there's the mastax coming into action, grinding food up. And there you can see beating cilia. Caught some more bacteria there. Back to grinding food up now. The little green things that you see there in the gut are all bacteria. you may be able to see bacteria being pumped from the mast sacs into the stomach there, if you observe closely. You can actually see things flowing through the gut there. And this altered contrast makes the bacteria more visible. The mast sacs is active again, but not so vigorously as seen before. I want to close out with one or two micrographs that tell their own story about rotifer biology. This one here shows rotifers releasing their eggs into water. It must be noted that rotifers reproduce asexually and through parthenogenesis. This micrograph shows what happens when these critters meet the microbial equivalent of a drought. They just dry up and go into a state of dormancy that can, according to some reports, last for up to 9 years for some species. Not only are they extremely hardy against conditions that are extreme in terms of temperature and access to water, but they are also reputed to have a very high resistance to DNA damage caused by ionizing radiation. To sum it up, they're built tough. I hope this video will encourage you to learn more about rotifers in particular and biology as a whole in general. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it.